Hi guys, it's me Karen. Welcome back to my channel. Today we're going to do a picture in Fragile World by Kerby Rosanes. I have a bunch of distress ink out and yep, fell in love with this page. I have a bunch of pencils out on my desk again. I mean, it's just life, right? Keep a lot of stuff on your desk. So my distress ink colors, not sure about this one. So what we have in front of us are the cutest little ferrets. They're Black-footed ferrets. Okay, so we have a bunch of browns going into light cream beige color. Might add that one in, not sure. I haven't used this one very much, so I don't know much about that one, so I'm gonna have to try it out. I don't remember these two very well, but I know that this one's a really light one. So what we're gonna do is move some stuff here. We're gonna do this little dude right here. And underneath their neck and in this area around their little snouts, going up their face, is this light cream color that comes down their chest. Tiny bits coming down here in their fur. It's an undercoat color. Then of course we have the black feet that come up, black around here, coming up onto their forehead, a tiny bit up on their ears. There's a back foot you're not seeing. And of course you like their nose area and such. Then we go into different colors of brown that come down their backs. Okay, that's why we have all these colors out. So we're going to start off with the antique linen, which is going to be our darkest cream color. So what we're going to do is get him in the middle of the page. And I have all these tools out. This one isn't lined up terribly well. Okay. So I have one for like each color. This one obviously is my black one, which I'll be using with black soot. And then I have two that I have not used yet. I added a little bit of the antique linen just so I could test the color out, and it is kind of this color, which is going to be great for underneath his chin. And then they're kind of this creamy white, which I'm going to have to do with pencil because I don't have an ink that I can get that color with. And then we're going to go into the browns going down his back, kind of up his leg a little bit, and then the black, of course, for the black areas. I have the big, these are called inking tools, Ranger or Tim Holtz, both the same brand basically. So you can look them up under Tim Holtz. These are called mini inking tools. Then I have the Detail mini blending tool. So this is called a mini detail blending tool. It is a very thin dowel with the same sponge that's on here, put on the tips and glued down. You cannot interchange these, but you can wash them and use them with different inks. These are interchangeable. You just pull them off there on Velcro, and you can just you can buy these little sponges in separate packaging, put them on your little things. When you buy them, they come in two with a few of these little sponges. I never have enough for the sponges, so I always buy more. This particular one here is a scrapbook.com one, so it fits, but it doesn't fit the best because it's not made for this tool. These are the round domed ones that I'm not crazy about, but Tim Holtz made their own little round domed one. Doesn't come out until the end of February, along with a pack of mini inks. These are the mini inks that they're going to come out with the 4 new colors that they have. So I'm going to be picking those up at the end of February, probably beginning of March. It's the Quiche Flamingo, the Speckled Egg. There are 2 other colors in there. One is a green and one is, I'm not sure. It's a red fire brick or fire red or something. Fireside. Anyway, they don't come out yet, so I'm going to be picking them up later. These little detail are going to help me get around the face. The bigger ones I'm going to use to go down his back, under his chin, and that's kind of what I'm going for. I'm just going to be doing this little dude right here today because it's going to take probably a long time to get him finished. I'll probably also be using some, well, I brought out Lighfast and Luminance pencils to go with this. So we're going to get started. I'm going to leave that here because I might need it. We're going to start off with the antique linen. So load it onto the brush. I like to load one side of the brush. Take it over here, get it worked into the pad a little bit so we don't end up with a big line, but I do need a little bit of a line. We're going to put it down on the paper, bring it up under his chin. I'm using that edge to go under his chin, and then just bring the color down. Okay, it's very light color. Bring it down a little bit. Boom. In fact, we can do that on all of them, so I don't have to do it again. All of their little chests are going to be the same color. So, just going to run the ink on everybody. And you probably can't see these little guys, but the book is open and it is a double spread, and I don't want to keep pushing the book all over the place. I've got one more little guy here. Get him taken care of. Okay, so we all have chest done. I'm going to put a little down here, whatever's left on the inking pad. Not much. Okay. Now we're going to take the little tool here, try to figure out which side has black on it, which side has brown on it. It really doesn't matter. Okay, black here. Going to open up the black soot. Okay, this comes down this way, around his eye, up in this area. Just using it like a pencil, basically. Very fat tipped pencil. So I use the edge again to go around the area you don't want to color, and then bring it down towards the place you want to bring it. We want a little fade out here. So we're going to go up here. We're using it flat here to get the color on. We want to get it up on the forehead, so I'm using that edge just to go to this line here and bring it down. Kind of goes up one ear and over on this side. There we go. I'm going to leave his little white eyebrows right there across his eye. There we go. And his nosy. A little bit going up. Okay, then his foot. We just ink on it and bring that black right up this side. Kind of comes pretty far up, so don't be afraid to bring it up a little bit. Now his foot goes all the way over here, but the black doesn't quite go that far. We start to fade into brown going this way. And he should have another foot over here. So we're just going to touch that with brown. Now he's a little bit of the black on his back over here, so I'm just going to add some of that in there. Okay, done with that color. I'm going to go in with, let's see what this pumice stone looks like. Well, there might be a little of that. So we'll load that brush up. I'm going to add a little over here. Give it a little shadow. Throw some more up there. A little up there. I know, not much, but that's what I'm going to put in. Next color. I have two of those. Don't know if I need that one. Go in with some gathered twigs, which is a nice neutral brown. The other side, there we go. So we'll add in a little bit of brown here and there. Put some on his lip here. Coming down his back a little bit. Again, I'm just using this edge to go along that edge there and then pulling it into his fur. Okay, we go down here and you can go right over that black and get some brown in there. Just right under his chin, just to darken that up a little. And we're going to go up towards his ear here on both sides. A little bit by his nose. And just bring a tiny bit of that brown down. Like that. Not looking too bad, is he? Looking kind of cute. Here we've got walnut stain. This is going to be your deepest, darkest brown. And we have vintage photo. I have two vintage photos for some reason. One is probably, I'll try this one. Can use the same, should use this on everybody else. Anyway, let's see, we'll use a different one. What color is that? That's blue. We don't want blue in there. Here we go. So vintage photo first because it is not as dark as the walnut. So we'll stick some of that down here. Some in his leg. In the black. Some up here. Just on the edge there to add a little color. Okay. And then we'll use the vintage walnut brown, which is really dark, and we're just going to go right where that black was and add that in. Add a little around his leg. Just on the edges. Again up here in the fur. Around his face. And around his neck. I do not know what color his little claws are going to be. But there he is in his cuteness. We're putting the inks away. And like I said, I pulled out a bunch of pencils, so a bench. We're going to kind of go in with the light colors and then go towards the black. I'll leave a list and I will try to tell you the colors when I'm using them. I'm just going to pick some up and start coloring with them. So the first one I'm picking up is Light Flash 10% in the Luminance. And we're going to start adding a little of that around in this area. So this is our lightest color. We want to get some color into the lighter white areas, which don't stay too white. They're more of a cream color, so we want to get a little color down on those. So how are you all doing? Hope you're having a wonderful day. A little surprise last night. We got a little bit of snow that came down. Nobody told us about. Our weather people didn't say anything about it coming. But we got it. Melted away. I mean, it's still a little bit, but it's only on the grass. So that's always fun. Sandstone, and this is a Lighfast. It's a little bit of a orangier tone that we're going to bring in. Okay, bring in Venetian red. It's a Lighfast. Just gonna lightly put it in here. Kind of get his arm, he's got a shoulder right about there. Going. Okay. We're going to bring in Midnight Black. This is a blue black. And we want to get a little of that going in here too. on his head. Tiny little lines. I don't know, we can get down a little further here so you can see a little better. Kind of need them all in there. Yeah, it'll be okay. So just tiny little lines here where we already have our tiny little lines. Just a little bit of blue in it. Oops, sorry. Get some inside his ear here. Okay, I'll bring in some black. This is a Lighfast. You can use any black or any of these browns, any pencil set. You don't have to use the one I'm using. Okay, can make that a little darker here, going around his cheeks, and just kind of bring that out under his eye, both sides. And color his eye. Make sure it's nice and dark on the snout area. So that's our most sunken area there. Okay. And then just around the eye, we're going to use a light I'm going to use champagne. You can use a beige, a cream, any color that's a light color. We're going to go around his eye here. In that, I'm going to darken this up a little bit here. Okay. We're going to take the same champagne and we're going to go in here on his snout. A little on the top of his nose there. Okay, then we're going to work down, same color, champagne. It's very light. Put that down here. Get that in there. Okay. We're going to bring in a little bit of white. And just a touch there. And into this area. Bit under his eye. Out here. On the edge of his ears. That one a little wider, so what I'm going to do is get, what do I have out here? I have a Holbein that I was using yesterday. This is the 501. There we go. It's a little more white down in here, which is going to turn this into like a gray and just soften those lines a little bit. And his nose across here. Okay, we'll bring a darker gray in here. Since we're changing it, this is cloud gray. Just darken that a little bit there. So it blends into that white a little bit more. We're going to pop a little of that up here too. Okay. He's looking kind of cute. Let's see. What else do I have out here? Like I said, I had a whole bunch of colors. I should be putting them on the other side of the desk so I know which ones I used and which ones I did not. That's an option, isn't it? Did I use those? I did. Don't know if I did. Did I use Sandstone in here? It looks like I might have, or if I didn't, I am now. So this is Sandstone. I'm going to darken up just a little bit more back here. And then he's kind of this would be a shadower. Oh wow, I can speak. A little more shadow in that area. We're going to throw a little bit of this gray here too. What is this one? This one's mist. I don't even know if mist will show up. But I think I probably should have had his leg come this way a little bit. Put that on his toenails since I don't know what color his toenails are supposed to be. And just darken that area there. So we'll get the darker gray that I was using before, the cloud gray, and darken this a bit here. Darken under the chin here a little bit. He's cute. Don't really see these lines here. I wonder if I can get rid of those. A little bit. Okay, then we're going to take the gray and kind of outline it a little more out in this area. And then I'm going to turn the book there a little bit. Bring his mouth down this way. And use our little eraser here. And we're going to take some of this color out. There. Keep his little lip here. And then just shadow it down a little bit. Okay, a little more like that. All right. I don't know what noise they make. We're going to take a little bit of white, or what is this? Buff titanium. I need to sharpen this. And we're going to add a little detail coming down his chest and lighten that area up a bit. His back is going to stay dark. None of these guys got tails showing, but they have cute little tails that have a little dark tip to them. So here I go in with the buff titanium just to lighten up this area here a little bit. Bring in a little more black in there, down his leg. Sorry, not talking. Lighter gray in there. Bring it out to the other colors. And then we'll just pull in some white in here. This is just the Holbein 500 white. You can use any white, just adding it to lighten up these colors here. Blend them out a little bit. Okay, tiny, tiny little hairs here, so we got to sharpen something. Just going to bring down little hairs going both ways here on the chest, a couple of more up there on the forehead, and then 45 minutes into this we should have one of these little guys done. So we're just going to pull down some hair. Turn the pencil every now and then to get the sharp point or the sharp edge of that pencil. I'm going to pull some of those lines up into the face here. Some of those out and into the ear. Down around here. Sorry about that. Had someone knocking on the door. Okay, so I'm back to little lines. And we have whiskers. Okay. I'm sorry, I gotta turn the book for whiskers. They're not terribly long, but we want them there. Alright, whiskers on one side, whiskers on the other. Trying to follow his lines, but that's what we got. Some little dots here. This foot is a little brown, so we're going to darken that up. I think it just goes down here. That looks to be a rock. And then just a little darker down here where he would be under a shadow coming out of his rock. All right. regular white here. Just playing around. A little lighter up here under his neck. Lighter back here. And then we're going to bring in, we haven't used you yet, Mars Orange. Just real lightly on top of that white. Okay. I think he's rather cute. Just gonna pull a little lighter color out there if we can. Should just be a little lighter right in here, I think. Oops. Well, let's get a new eraser piece. And put that in. And we're going to put a little sparkle in his eyes. And a little bit. No, that's out too far. We got to get that pushed in a little bit more. There we go. So let's see if we can't get a little texture in there. Pull a little down in here too. And when you do this, you notice that the eraser is getting quite gunky. You want to be able to get some of that off, so you're not just putting that color down somewhere else. I think that's pretty good. I want a little lighter over here. Get that off of it. pull that back out. Okay, and then we're going to work on the top of his head here. I don't want that black line showing, so I'm going to pull in the Holbein 501, and I'm just going to kind of press pretty hard here and cover up that black line. Okay, then we're going to go in with the black and pull out the fur. That worked pretty well. I'm still surprised. I didn't think it would do that. But we got rid of that little line there. And then we have our little guy. I'll pull it up so you can see his friends looking a little sad because they don't have so much color on them. But there he is. How cute and adorable. We'll put a little Posca in his eye. Maybe not with this Posca pen. There we go. Now he's even cuter. Okay, well, like I said, I was going to do him today. I don't know. I can get the other ones done off camera. I don't even know if I'm going to finish the whole page, but I really wanted to do him today. But, yeah. Yeah, I'll go ahead and finish the other ones off camera, and then in part 2, they'll all be done, and we'll tackle the background. I have to find out where they habitat in, what color these rocks should be, what color the plants should be, and all that. So thanks guys for watching, and when we come back we'll have, what, 5 more of these little pups done. See you in the next one. Take care everyone. Bye-bye.